for decades, advising 5 presidents from Nixon to Trump. His consulting firm, Kissinger Associates, making the announcement, saying a respected American scholar and statesman died in his home in Connecticut.
Fox's Griff Jenkins. 3 Israelis are shot and killed. More are injured in an attack at a bus stop in Jerusalem. Police say the 2 Palestinian attackers are dead. And Israel-Hamas ceasefire in Gaza is extended through today.
The operational pause will continue, read the Israeli statement, right as the deadline approached. The break in fighting now in a 7th day. It allows negotiators more time to work out another hostages for prisoners swap deal. Release 16 more hostages in exchange for 30 prisoners.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Live and local. Real talk starts now.
And that was kind of weak there, wasn't it? Good morning, I'm Rayford Brown.
I'm Kelly Knapp.
And I'm Lee Barrows.
Well, I'll get your mics up again. I'm Rayford Brown.
I'm Kelly Knapp.
And I'm Lee Barrows. I was over here beating on my headphones.
I was trying to make it work in a hurry. So anyway, it's a Thursday.
Yes, it is. One day closer to Friday.
So happy it's Thursday. Good gracious, my. What's your favorite day of the week? Or weekend or whatever?
I don't think I really have a favorite.
I don't either. I like every day.
My favorite time of the day is early morning.
Yeah, well, good thing.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
I like early morning. I like sunrises.
I do too. Best part of the day.
And I
like it all.
And for the last couple of nights, we've had the biggest looking moon, full moon looking.
Yes.
My goodness gracious.
Yes.
I think this reason's so cold. The moon must be just really frigid because Earth gets cold.
Well, you know, the man in the moon is a woman.
We can't classify them as men or women anymore, right?
Kelly's going to talk about that.
Yeah, she got a realization yesterday.
I did.
First, that Osprey that went down in Japan 2 days ago.
Yes.
It was an Air Force Osprey. They recovered the body of they recovered one person, apparently, in spite of other reports that there were 3 people found.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure where all this confusion comes from. But anyway, we had conflicting reports. They do have one person, and he died either en route to the hospital or at the hospital or when they found him. He was dead. I'm not sure which, because you cannot count on any news coming out of that area, apparently. Which is quite often the case with military installations. They keep everything very close. But anyway, it was definitely an Air Force Osprey. Japan has now requested the United States not to fly any more Ospreys until they can find out why.
And they're looking, I heard on the way in, they're looking for 7 members still missing.
Yeah, there were apparently 8 on board, though second conflicting reports said there were 6. Come on, people.
Started with 8. And then it went to 6, and now we're back to 8 again.
Yeah,
So.
and I don't know what happened to those 2 people that the fishing boat supposedly picked them up. So maybe the fishermen kidnapped them. They're holding them hostage or something.
And I also read yesterday that they're saying they're calling it a hard emergency landing because they said indications were that the pilot did everything he could to keep it from crashing. And when it hit the water, it disintegrated, of course, but they're terming it as a hard emergency landing.
It's a crash.
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured too, but I'm not the Air Force.
Yeah, me either, and apparently Japan has grounded its own. I guess we've sold Ospreys to Japan.
I did not realize that they were amongst different, sir. I just thought it was the Marine Corps.
I knew the Marine Corps, the Navy, and the Air Force had them.
I didn't know the Air Force.
I've known that for
today.
quite some time.
Yeah. I just thought, I'm with Lee. I thought it was predominantly Marine Corps.
Well,
but I wondered because when the original report they talked about it was headed back to Kadena. That's the Air Force base on Okinawa. So.
Well, they were also doing
exercises,
so I just assumed that the Marine Corps was part of those exercises. I just automatically assumed it was Marine Corps.
Yeah, I did too.
Well, I don't know. Too many assumptions, and we just left. on the back end, we don't have any clue. But anyway,
Well, prayers for all the families.
and speaking of
involved.
clues,
Yes.
Clues, the game.
yeah,
Mhm.
Kelly went to buy a game for her staff to play.
No, for my clients.
Your clients
My
to play.
kid, the kid clients.
kid
Well, one adult
clients.
client likes to play them too. So for all my
to play
clients,
Clue.
yeah, they,
which
I
I've
had a
never
request
played.
For Clue. I love Clue.
I've never played it.
Love Clue. You're solving the mystery of who
Uh-huh.
killed the person in the mansion.
The guy with the smoking gun.
You pick the person, the suspect, the weapon, and the room. Yeah.
Weapon will be fairly easy.
Well, you have a choice. You have to eliminate. But it's a good game. But yeah, I had a request from a client for Clue, so I went on my beloved Amazon and bought
And you
Clue.
found it
Let me tell you, they have updated Clue
to the point
a
of
lot of things. Well, some good, some not good. And apparently it happened. I'm reading on here online now, back in 2016. Who knew? I never heard about it. They dropped Mrs. White as a character. It's
so
now Dr. Orchid.
orchid
Uh-huh.
from white to orchid.
hmm And Dr. Orchid, see, Mrs. White was a housekeeper. I mean, it's
Uh-huh.
been that way since I was a kid. I had my first Clue
So
game when
now
I was like 5. Dr. Orchid's a biologist.
Oh,
Mhm.
they fired the housekeeper
Mhm.
and hired a biologist.
and I got to thinking, is it?
What, biologist for what? To do what?
It's a plant biologist, some kind of like botanist and stuff. But yeah.
Oh,
And they're saying, I mean, I'm reading all the comments like on like X,
uh-huh.
and they're like, Hasbro eliminated Mrs. White from Clue. Ageism and sexism strikes again. And then somebody writes, so they dropped Miss White as a stereotype, but then introduced an Asian character called Dr. Orchid from one stereotype to another.
So explain why they eliminated Dr. White. What the reason?
Miss White?
Miss White. What
She was
the
too
reasoning?
white.
They're saying she was old and she was a
Oh.
housekeeper. And some people are
Damn.
claiming it's because her name was White. I mean, I don't know. I didn't just
You cannot fire somebody because they're old.
correct. Well, they did.
That's
They
sad.
eliminated her.
She should
Good
sue.
Lord.
Yeah. So we don't have Mrs. White on Clue anymore. We now have Dr. Orchid.
How old is Dr. Orchid the
According
Asian?
According to the picture on the character on the card,
Mhm.
Dr. Orchid's young.
That's age discrimination.
It is totally.
Mhm,
I'm appalled.
mhm. Yep.
Wow. Well, was there some kind of rumble about eliminating the name White? WHITE?
Some people are saying it, and others are saying it's because of her job. Because a bunch of housekeepers came on and started complaining that, "Well, you dissing us housekeepers?" I mean,
This is a game.
it's Clue.
Sounds more
Everybody
like
loves Clue.
Beverly
Everybody
Hills
loves
Wives
it.
Club or
This
something.
is crazy. Yeah, I just and it struck me. I'm like, wait a minute, who's Dr. Orchid? And they have all the other characters are still on there, all of them. This is the only one they changed. The only one.
That's like when we went through the whole Eminem thing.
Yes, yes. So
It's not M&M. It's WW. W and W.
Why? Woke and woke?
Turn it over and you'll see it's W and W.
Oh, woke and woke. Woke and woke candy.
I never thought much about that, Rayford. I just hadn't.
You never thought about that?
No,
Oh my.
never.
Oh my.
Only when doing an eye test. What is that letter?
Mm-hmm.
Could be an M or an upside
Yeah.
down W.
Yeah.
Did I pass?
Yeah, what is that? It's I got a 50% chance here. Okay,
Yeah.
let me see which one this is.
I was just doing that last week. A.
And it's like nerve wracking when you go to have an eye test and you're like, am I going to fail this test?
Well, the thing
It's like
about it
stress.
is,
What are
after
they
you,
going to do if you fail it?
I guess, I don't know. Just, I
Up
don't
your
like to fail a
prescription?
test. So
Oh, my
there's
God.
that. But it's just a lot of stress to me.
well, my thing
You
is,
need to get some counseling about some of this stuff. You know
I
that?
know.
Why? Because I don't like that they changed Clue and I don't want to fail an eye test.
we need to go in there one day and say, Kelly, get on the couch.
I will be happy
need
to
to
lay on
talk.
that couch. I had 3 clients ask me recently where I got that couch. I'm not telling them anything. And then, well, are you going to get rid of it? No. If you do, can I have it? Once again, not getting rid of that couch. That couch is amazing.
Oh, bye.
hmm So,
What else is happening? Dr. Kissinger.
Yes,
I saw
Senator
that.
Kissinger.
yeah,
100
I
years
know.
old.
Former Secretary of State,
Yeah.
Nobel Peace Prize winner.
I didn't know he was a Nobel Peace Prize winner.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, why? How I didn't know that? Maybe I didn't have forgotten it.
Yeah, I knew that. Well, mainly because I read up on him yesterday, and a lot of it brought to mind. But
100 years of age. Wow.
100. See, I would have already thought he was already
I
gone.
thought he was already gone too. I was very
I thought he
surprised when I saw it last night
I
on
don't think
Breaking
I've
News.
heard
I'm
much
like, wait,
from
what?
him in quite a while.
Yeah.
Well, probably because he's not in the limelight. A German-born American diplomat, academic, and presidential advisor, served as Secretary of State for 2 presidents and left his stamp on U.S. foreign policy for decades. Wow. I haven't heard a whole lot of negativity. I don't even recall any way back when.
He was a force.
He was.
I remember him from
I
when
think
I
he
was
came
a
in
kid.
Nixon's administration.
I know he was under Nixon.
Yes.
Who else was he under?
Well, it would have been Carter, I think.
Was it really?
Let's see.
Well, Carter's right up there with him. 99 now.
Yeah, I saw a picture of him yesterday, and he looks just so frail. So
I'm
sad.
telling you,
Some
I give it till Christmas.
Some of the folks say that people loved him. He's a brilliant strategist. We all know that, remember that. But
Right.
some said he was a master manipulator.
With the foreign governments.
Well, you would have, but you would have to be
Oh,
a Secretary
golly,
of
yeah.
State.
He was
You
under-
gotta have-
Should be
Nixon and Ford.
Ford. Okay,
Okay.
that's who it was.
Yeah, because I always thought they stayed in like the same party.
Generally,
Yeah.
that's what you end up doing.
I
but,
forgot about Ford.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
dominated foreign policy. He was a master.
I just know when
at
he
it.
spoke, you just listened.
Yes.
I remember that from childhood. Like he just had this.
No.
I don't know. He commanded.
You know
something
who
like
reminds
this.
me of him? George Cleveland.
Oh, in that picture. Oh, he does
Yeah,
look a lot like him in
does.
that
Looks
picture.
a lot like
Yeah.
George Cleveland.
He got the Nobel Peace Prize in 1973. That's for negotiating the Paris Peace Accords to end the U.S. involvement in Vietnam.
Mhm. And he helped break down the barriers between the United States and China.
Mm-hmm.
Did a lot of work on that.
Look what that's done for us.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
see, look how that worked out for us.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Well, there was a lot of impassioned debates over foreign policy, and he was right in the middle of that. He's got a impressive resume, things that he's done. Whew. Here it says here he was a Jew who fled Nazi Germany with his family in his teens.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Wow.
Huh. Really?
I wonder if he was lucid enough the last month or so to see what was going on with Gaza and Israel.
I hope
His
not,
thoughts on
sadly.
that.
You know what I mean? I
Yes.
just do.
Between his first and second wives, his biographer said that he dated, you ready? Jill St. John,
Wow.
Shirley MacLaine,
Ooh.
Marlo Thomas,
No way.
Candace Bergen, and Liv Ullmann.
Wow.
Wow, he hit the A-list of the stars. Get it, Mr. Kissinger.
Yeah.
Hey,
His persuasion.
but
Wow.
like I said, he commanded that power.
Yeah, he was not last year. He went on tour with his book. He was touring last year
Mhm.
at the age of 99.
Yeah.
That's impressive. That's a goal right there.
He also said that his home country, his native country of Germany, made a grave mistake in taking in so many migrants. Well, duh.
hmm
Wonder what he thinks about us.
Oh, I'm sure he had an opinion. He was opinionated. So, wow.
He also loved to be in charge. I can see that.
Well, you don't get in that type of position without wanting to be liking to be in charge. So I
Yeah.
could see that. Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and take a break. We've got coming up here at the bottom of the hour. We got Chief Mike Yanera going to be joining us here in the studio. We're going to talk about Christmas
Right.
and cool little stuff like
A
that.
little later in the morning, and then we'll have Miller time.
And then we will have Miller time.
Miller time.
Chris Miller will be joining us about either 8:30, 8:40, or somewhere
Mhm.
around that time. So we'll be talking about high school ball games and what's going on in the world of
Basketball,
sports.
right.
Basketball.
BB.
And are they ready to start practicing for next year yet for football? Well, that
Let's
season
not
seems
rush it.
so
Let's
short.
give them a little bit of
They
time.
can't. There's
to-
rules against
I
that.
know that. Well, they
to
could do it
High school
individually.
rules. Yeah.
We're going to give them Christmas
own.
off. How about that?
Yeah, and then you buckle down and get to it.
You can get in a lot of trouble for that.
Well, not as a team if you do it,
Yeah.
but if you do it on your own, or you and 2 or 3 guys get out there and start working out, and not working on plays necessarily, but just working on your passing game,
Yeah, they could do that if they
kicking
want to.
games. Because
I don't know that they do, but I mean, I'm sure there's some
we're
that
gonna need
are.
a kicker,
Yeah.
There's
we
nothing
gotta get
wrong
another
with
kicker.
going outside during gym time and
That's right.
throwing the ball.
or
Nothing.
when you get home, do the
That's
same
right.
thing. Get the guys over, 2 or 3 of them, and y'all just go out there and have a good time.
We're pushing it.
We'll talk about that with Chris when we come back.
Yes.
Find out what he knows. And if there are any spies out there with the
Right.
Athletic Association. You're live and local Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m., WSME. Hang in there. We'll be back in a couple of minutes with weather.
Discover, this is Daniela.
Hi, it's Jennifer Coolidge. I just want to thank you for making me feel so special. I earned cash back on debit for my dinner party groceries.
That's great, but with Discover Cashback Debit, we give everyone cash back on everyday purchases. Anything else I can help you with?
Do you like asparagus and mushroom sorbet? I've got leftovers.
Introducing Discover Cashback Debit, a checking account with cash back. It pays to Discover. Eligibility and terms at discover.com/cashback debit. Discover Bank, member FDIC.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. So minivans, sedans, JDMs, roll out. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. And with eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Mills International, your authorized Cub Cadet independent dealer, 801 South Queen Street, Kinston, has the right Cub Cadet mower and accessories to handle any lawn, as well as expert advice, great selection, and support to find the right Cub Cadet mower for you. Cub Cadet is designed for those that love to lawn, featuring the all-new Ultima Series, forged for strength, durability, and comfort. See the full line of the Cub Cadet Ultima Series and zero-turn mowers at your local independent Cub Cadet dealer, Mills International, 801 South Queen Street, Kinston. Wishing you a safe and happy holiday season.
A plan every adult family member should consider is the pre-arranged funeral. It's the worry-saving thing to do for your family. Making pre-arrangements helps to alleviate the additional stress on family members that can come with arranging a loved one's funeral. Jones Funeral Home's prepaid funeral plan helps remove confusion. They make a practical evaluation of costs possible, and it's the best way to take an unpleasant task off the shoulders of the family. Call Jones Funeral Home at 455-1281.
With locations in Jacksonville, Richland, Swansboro, and Holly Ridge.
Looking for a job? Full-time? Part-time? Il Cigno Italiano Restaurant wants you. We're currently hiring for hostesses, servers, bartenders, and dishwashers. Il Cigno Italiano is a family-owned, fast-paced restaurant that offers the best in fine dining on the Crystal Coast. If you're hardworking, reliable, professional, and have a desire to always strive for better, we want to talk to you. Make great money and be a part of an outstanding, dedicated team. Il Cigno Italiano on West Corbin Avenue in Swansboro.
If your plans include hitting the road this year to do some traveling, make sure a visit to Silent Service Center is on your to-do list. Travel safety starts with the tires on your vehicle, and a visit to Silent Service Center will give you peace of mind with the best value in all name brand tires and the largest selection of used tires in this area. In addition to quality tires, Silent Service Center is a North Carolina inspection station and does complete brake service, oil changes, and alignment service. Silent Service Center, 1707 Lejeune Boulevard, Jacksonville, and 108 West Main Street, Havelock. Phone 910-353-4760.
Hello, shoppers. Take advantage of the following specials and many, many more at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, where good things cost less down the street on the Richlands Highway here in Jacksonville and Main Street in Maysville. Whole top sirloin, just $5.99 a pound. Whole bottom round, $3.79 a pound. Beef short ribs, $5.99 a pound. 10 pounds or more fresh ground chuck, just $2.99 a pound. Whole fresh picnics, $1.49 a pound. How about baby back pork ribs, just $2.79 a pound? And you get a 10-pound bag of fryer leg quarters, that will be 39 cents a pound. And remember, the beef and pork is cut fresh every day by the butchers at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store. And they use only the finest and certified Angus beef and Sanderson's Farm chicken. Urban Produce, California navel oranges, just 79 cents each. California lemons, 59 cents each. Haas avocados, 99 cents each. Western Honeycrisp apples, just $1.99 a pound. How about a 5-pound bag of Yukon Gold potatoes, just $3.99. Jumbo yellow onions, just 99 cents a pound. And a 6-ounce package of raspberries or blackberries is only $2.99. And you get 3 12-packs of Pepsi or Mountain Dew for just $14. That's locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store where good things cost less over on the Richlands Highway here in Jacksonville and Main Street in Maysville. And remember, say big with the pig.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
All right, the fine folks down at Tideline Marine are truly in the Christmas spirit right now. Door prizes are being given away, including nautical Christmas trinkets and decorations. No purchases necessary until the end of the month, maybe longer. George and Elise are discounting any of the 3 Aloha pontoon boats on the lot by $5,000 each. You owe it to yourself to stop in, take a look at these top-of-the-line Tri-Toon boats. You're sure to be impressed. Along with the offerings, you should sign up for 2 giveaways. No purchase required for that either. One of this week's prizes is a Power Pole stick pin. If you're a fisherman, you'll know exactly what that is and how useful it can be. This is also the time to stock up on fishing lures. With the winter trout run just getting underway, it looks like it will be a good year. Whether it's soft plastics or mirror lures, Tideline has something for everyone. Tideline Marine, 159 Old Bridge Street, on the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville. Winds this morning out of the north, 5 to 10 knots, becoming easterly in the afternoon. Seas about 2 feet. Pretty nice looking day. Dominant period 6 seconds. Sounds and rivers only a light chop, diminishing to flat afternoon. Southeasterly winds tomorrow, 10 to 15, becoming southerly 15 to 20, with gusts to 25 in the afternoon on Friday. Seas 2 to 4 feet. Sounds and rivers a moderate chop, increasing to choppy by the afternoon. Southwesterly winds on Saturday, about 10 knots. Seas 3 to 4 feet. Sounds and rivers a light chop.
Today, mostly sunny, high of 58. Tonight, partly cloudy, low of 40, so much better than last night. Tomorrow, partly sunny, a high of 68, much better, 10 degrees warmer tomorrow. Tomorrow night, low of 61 with a 50% chance of rain. And on Saturday, showers likely, mainly after 1 p.m. Otherwise, cloudy, a high of 70.
70.
I know.
70 this time of year is wonderful. Bill, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning. I was calling, I guess, with that Wreath Across America that we were talking about the last couple of days. The cemetery now, is that a national cemetery or a state cemetery?
It's a state cemetery.
It's a state cemetery.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Is that have an influence on how that Wreath Across America works?
No.
No. Okay. It made me wonder if that was one of the issues, that it wasn't a national cemetery anymore.
No.
Yeah, it never has been a national cemetery. The Wreath Across America is a private nonprofit organization, and it's each cemetery's choice whether or not to take part in it. And that's usually conducted by a private group and not the cemetery itself.
It was a national cemetery, though.
No, it never has been. It's under the state.
It was, because I remember we used to get assigned to go out and help verify the graves, etc., from the base.
Well,
whenever there was something looting or something else, to make sure the headstones were at the right grave markings where the graves were. They had people done that back in the 80s, where they had scrambled up headstones. They'd moved headstones around.
You must be talking about, are you talking about maybe the cemetery as you're coming into the veteran cemetery? There's a cemetery there where graves had been moved off the base.
Yes.
Over there.
I'm not sure. It was the one right across from the Beirut Memorial. It was before the Beirut Memorial.
You're talking about, yes, that's controlled by the federal government.
They called it the Montford Point Cemetery there for a while.
That's the
right.
front part of the veteran
That's
cemetery.
the front part.
Yeah.
That's not
There
the
were a lot
actual
of civilian
veterans.
graves aboard what is now Camp Lejeune
Right.
before the base was formed,
Right.
and down in the Sneads Ferry area especially. And they had private cemeteries, and of course, family cemeteries, all sorts of things.
And
there.
as they were digging up ground there on the base, they were finding unmarked
Yes.
graves, and they moved them all over across the street from the Beirut Memorial. So that first section you went to is probably what you're talking about, but the actual veteran cemetery is run by the state. Always has
The back
been.
part, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Only the front part is the federal.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know we used to get a sign to go over and unscramble where they move the graves.
Yes,
or
that's-
not the graves, but the headstones from graves, and moved them around during. They did during storms, so
yeah,
we'd have to go over and sort them back out to make sure they're in the right spots and move them.
Yeah, that's
back
it.
to where they were
It's
supposed to be.
a federal owned chunk of property there. That was the part, and because they came from, actually they were aboard Camp Lejeune when Camp Lejeune came into being, so they picked them up and they moved them to this location.
Oh, here's an interesting tidbit for you. The graves at Camp Lejeune were moved to two separate sites when the federal government acquired the land that became the base.
Mhm.
The white graves were reestablished at Moffett Point alongside of NC Highway 24, while the African American graves were moved to a separate site on US 17 near Verona. Those sites will be maintained by
The federal government.
Camp Lejeune. That's
Yep.
right.
So that's what that's all about.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
It's a very
I had one other
sensitive
question
topic,
too.
right?
I know years ago, there in the '90s, there was a lot of issues about the SAT scores not being very good nationally. They didn't get a very good national rating, as far as comparison state to state. And then Madeline Quayle's name came into it, where they were saying she was from here and grew up here, and as she got involved in trying to get the education system revamped to a degree where I guess the scores got better. And then she was also, I guess, helping add some leverage to get the prostitution that was pretty wide open moved out, the last of it there in the 90s. And more.
I
Never
don't
even
even
heard.
know who
Yeah.
she is.
Talking about
She
Dan
was,
Quayle's
Dan
wife.
Quayle,
Dan Quayle's
Vice
wife?
President
Yeah.
Dan Quayle's wife.
Oh, okay.
And that she'd grown up here was the publicity in the paper anyway.
I do not recall that.
Marilyn Quayle. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. Let me see where she's
Yeah, it
from.
was during the 1990s.
Um,
But anyway,
She
they
was
did
born
the
in
scores went
Indiana.
out. There
Yeah,
was-
but was her dad in the military?
I'm looking. Hold on. Her parents were doctors.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Have no idea.
She
Yeah.
went to
Anyway,
high school
okay,
Broad
those are
Ripple.
just
No,
questions.
she did not grow up here.
Yeah.
No. According to this, she grew up in Indiana.
Her name was Marilyn.
Marilyn Quayle.
Okay.
She was Marilyn Tucker then.
Yeah. Grew up in Indiana,
Mhm.
you said?
Yep, Indianapolis in the
Mhm.
Meridian Kessler area.
Okay.
And her parents were doctors.
Yeah.
All right.
Interesting.
Well,
Okay.
Maybe I guess the papers were wrong.
Yep. Yeah, that's okay. Not
But
won't be the first
that-
time.
I was going to say that was the first time ever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bill.
Thanks, Phil.
Thanks, Bill.
Yes. All right.
Have a
Bye-bye.
good day.
Bye.
Bye.
Got some good news for active duty Marines. You can get a free Christmas tree tomorrow.
Ooh.
Yep. First come, first serve. If you want one, Marine Corps Community Services Lejeune, New River has again partnered with the Christmas Spirit Foundation and FedEx to distribute free Christmas trees to active duty service members and their families tomorrow. Here it's going to be at the Paradise parking lot aboard Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune. Distributed first come, first serve from 0800 to 1000. That's 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. to active duty service members and their families, E5 and below. Okay? Commanding General's not going to get a free Christmas tree. Let's
No.
just put it
I
that way.
agree. Yeah.
After
Nor
10
should-
a.m., trees will be available to anyone with a valid DOD ID. People are
If
asked
there's any
to,
left over. Yeah.
or the people are asked not to line up prior to 6 a.m. Don't get in line before 6, okay? Over the past 18 years, the Christmas Spirit Foundation has worked with FedEx to deliver real Christmas trees to military families
Beautiful.
across the
Yes.
entire United States of America. No
America.
trees will be reserved, one tree per person with valid DOD ID, no walk-ups. I'm not sure what that exactly means, no walk-ups. I guess you got to have a vehicle because you got to transport the tree, right?
Yeah. Be like the Griswolds and just tape it on and tie it on top of your station wagon.
Well, yeah, but you still got to be able to drive up and get it.
True.
I mean, I have tied up more than one on top of my Jeeps over the
Right,
years.
right.
Now I don't get living Christmas trees anymore.
One
It's a mess.
year I decided I'm going to go into the woods and cut one down.
I've done that
How'd
too
that work out
many
for you?
times. I've done it many times.
As soon as the packages were open, the tree was out the backyard because the pine needles were like walking on glass when
Yes.
they would fall from the tree and you'd step on them.
Yep.
I couldn't wait. As soon as they open up your presents, tree's out. Took that sucker and threw it over the back fence. Oh, man.
I don't like the sap. I don't like the fact you got to keep water in it.
Yes.
Or you can catch on fire. There's like a whole
I had,
lot of
I had all
about
sorts
it.
of things. Well, the last tree I cut, I actually went to a Christmas tree lot
Mhm.
Right.
that was growing.
And like I said, cut your
you
own.
could go
yeah.
pick out the one that you want, and here's a saw, and do all that sort of good stuff. So I did one like that one time, and it was I think it was for a TV story that I was working on. So that was a long time ago.
Definitely
That's like too much work.
a better tree than going into the woods and cutting one down because
Yeah. Well, you got to
Lesson
shape them up. I had an uncle, a late uncle. He used to go into the woods and get a tree, but he would also cut branches from other trees.
Ah.
So he could, and then drill holes in his tree
Wow.
to fill it out and then trim it all up.
That's pretty cool.
Once again, a whole lot of work.
It was a lot of work,
That's
but
a whole lot
he
of
enjoyed
work.
it. Was
It
something he
was-
enjoyed, you know?
It started off being the adventure of going into the woods and finding a tree and cutting it down and putting it up.
The worst thing about trees way
A day
back
later,
when
it was not so much an adventure.
were those dangdo icicles that you used to have.
Yes.
My mother
Oh,
loved
man.
those things. They
Oh,
were
yes.
perfect.
And you can't throw them up there. You can't put them up in a handful.
No.
Not according to my mama.
One
Oh,
You had to do it
at a
one at a time.
That's how my mom said that same thing.
Brings back memories of being a child at Christmas.
Horrific.
And the
is what that
great
is.
big Christmas bulbs.
Yeah.
You didn't have these little LEDs and stuff. You had
Oh,
the
no.
Great big bulbs.
Yes. Your tree was lit.
Yeah, it was lit.
I
And
And
it
it,
was
warm-
always,
it would warm up the room too.
yeah,
Mhm. Yeah.
fire hazard.
And I even got, they had a funnel, a very long funnel that you could put inside the tree that was green. So
Oh.
you couldn't see it.
Mhm.
You put it in there, but you knew where it was. So you could just reach in there with your 2-liter bottle of water and pour it in, and it would go down into the tree
I
stand.
just remember those metal red stands.
Yes.
And you just kept
I
filling it
still
up with
have
water.
one of those.
I saw one at
It's
a
in my, I
store
found it in my garage
last
yeah.
week, and I can't remember where. And I thought, oh, that brings back.
Like a lot of memories. I don't
Memories.
use it, but yeah.
Yeah.
I must have brought it from my mom.
Her dog spent more time drinking water out of it than
That's
the
why,
tree
yeah.
got. So, you know,
No,
it's not a water bowl.
no.
Anyway, those are, memories of Christmases past.
Yes.
And they're all good memories.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, just trying to get all of the lights on. Then you got to take them off because you didn't start it in the right spot. You just you got to
Yes.
redo things.
And then you had one bulb to break, and they were glass bulbs.
Oh,
and
yes.
you couldn't just unscrew it.
Oh, no.
You had to unplug the lights, get the pliers, try to. Oh gosh, how things have changed.
And they were in series. So if one light bulb went out,
Mhm.
they all were out.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
It's so aggravating.
And you had a certain number of little bulbs, and that
Well,
amounted to add it all up, and each one of them got its 12 volts or whatever it was.
2 years ago,
20 volts.
I bought a pre-lit Christmas tree,
Uh-huh.
which lasted 1 year.
Yeah.
Last
I love my
year,
pre-lit tree.
half the lights are out.
I know mine look amazing.
Well, I bought an extra strand, threw them in there where the others were,
Mhm.
and then when I took the tree down last Christmas, I went ahead and cut all the lights off of it that
Yeah.
were all wrapped around the stems. So this year I started off and I had 4 strings of lights. So got all the way up there. I didn't have enough. So the problem is,
They
I
don't
went-
make them anymore.
no, these are new lights. LEDs is what I use. You have messed up my computer. So I went back and bought 2 more boxes, but guess what? There's a difference between cool white and warm white.
There is.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So then I had to go back
Yeah.
out and try to find more to match the lights I had. Let me tell you.
Just buy whole brand new sets all the way around, and buy about 3 extras.
Yeah, I learned that.
Just in
but
case.
It's pretty. It looks good.
It's pretty.
It's pretty.
As Timmy Thomas would say, it's pretty. Wouldn't you say that, Tim?
Yeah, St. Diane says, it's pretty. What? It's pretty. It's pretty. P-R-E-D-D-Y. Pretty.
It's pretty.
God.
Pretty.
Oh, it was so much. Well, it's pretty to me. It's F-P-U-R-D-Y. I used to pick on my first grade teacher after I got old and used to pick on her about it. She said, you can spell, but you'd be a whole lot better off if you spell correctly. And boy, it would get her.
C-O-R-R.
She'd say pretty, and I'd tell her I said P-U-R-D-Y. And she'd just look at me and shake her head. She said, how you made it to be an author, I will never know. Because when I write my articles, I would put that in it.
Pretty.
Just certain stuff like that. But yeah, it was so much fun watching St. Diane put up the tree this year. She just moved some furniture around a little bit, plugged it in. I said, isn't that pretty? And it's been up all year. Well, man, it makes a good night light too. I said, leave it on all night.
That's what I do.
Yeah. I mean, put them up, take them down now. I've got her convinced. It takes a while. Some of you women, it takes a while. But I've got her convinced. Oh, yeah, it is nice to leave it up. Yeah, just like my mama. She wanted outside lights put up. And y'all remember them older bulbs, them big bulbs, colored bulbs?
Yeah.
And every year you go to put it up, it wouldn't work. You had to find the bad bulb. So one year I put them up for her, didn't take it down. And didn't take it down. She never said a word. And one June, she was sitting out there on the front porch smoking her cigarette and drinking her vodka and grapefruit juice. And she looked at me and said, honey, you reckon it's about time to take the Christmas lights down? I said, Mom, in 6 months, you're going to need them again. I will leave them up. And I never had another bulb to go bad.
Huh.
In that lot. Yeah, because I didn't take them down. I left them right there and never had another bulb go bad. And Mama said, you're lazy. I said, no, Mom, I'm smart. And she's nice. You're lazy. I know you can say it all you want to. You just don't want to take them down. And I swear, Diane said the same thing the other night. I said, ain't it fun putting up the Christmas tree? Just plug it in and it works. She said, you're just lazy. That's all it is. And I know I am. Truck drivers are lazy anyway.
No.
But yeah. But it's so much fun. I hated real trees. We didn't have them until I married St. Diane. And I hated them.
We always had real ones, but not anymore. Not anymore.
No, I hated them.
Have you ever seen the cost on them?
The small ones are $69.95. I saw them on sale.
Used to be what, $19.99?
Oh no, they used to be $7. You drive through Maysville, you could get a 7-foot tree, $7 every year.
Yeah, there was $75 at one of the grocery stores, but you said they went on sale for $69.
Yeah.
That was a small one.
Think how many boxes of lights I could buy for that.
And people don't understand a whole lot of that is freight cost.
Of course it is.
Oh yeah, a whole lot of it is. If you want to drive to, what is it, Laurel Spring?
Something like that, yeah, up that way.
Yeah, West Jefferson, Laurel Spring. You want to get, it'll cost you, time you go up there and buy it and get them to fix it, it'll cost you that much.
It will.
It costs you more to come back.
Yep.
So you might as well spend the money and enjoy it. But no, I will go get some stuff and make her some garland with, and she'll make some couple of wreaths and stuff like that. And she uses grapevines.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when the grapevines die, she likes to use the grapevines. So I'll go out and find somebody pruning grapevines, and hey man, can I get some? Oh, you can have all you want. Yeah, okay. And I'll come back. She'll make a few, and it's just fascinating. I like to sit in my recliner, watch Gunsmoke, Tales of Wells Fargo, and just watch her do the Christmas tree.
You know, You're the kind of guy that you don't mind work at all. You can sit back in your chair and watch it all day long, can't you?
I can.
I figured you could.
I really can give you my expertise. If you need something, let me know. But you know, if you need me, I'll call you. That's the way I tell it. If you need me, I'll call you back. So yeah, it's fun. But I want y'all to have a good Christmas.
Oh, we'll see you before then.
You've got an important day coming up tomorrow. Okay. I won't say no.
Don't freak out.
Mhm.
No,
I know what it is.
I'm glad you remember.
I do
know
remember.
what it is.
Yes.
I remember yours. I remember mine. I do remember mine. I remember St. Diane's. I remember our wedding anniversary. I got a best friend. I remember hers. We've been best friends since kids. And I remember Robin. Because I'm a few days older than Robin. That's I'm older than you now, Robin.
Yep.
But thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, be tomorrow.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Almost birthday tomorrow.
Years old.
You call in tomorrow, we'll sing to you.
We won't.
All right. All righty. I'll tell you what, both of you put on your purple bikinis.
Oh, here we go with the
I'm not wearing a purple bikini. I don't own one.
Well, I want you to wear a red man thong.
That ain't going to happen either.
I'm just.
All right, y'all behave.
All right.
You too, Tim.
You take care.
All right.
Let's take a break. You're live and local. Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME, your Christmas classic station right here, and we'll be right back.
Hey, this is Chris Rainer from Sports Talk. Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., we'll have former Detroit Tiger baseball pitcher Denny McClain as our guest. He was a 1968 World Series champ, 1968 AL MVP winner, last 30-game winner in Major League Baseball history, 2-time Cy Young Award winner, and 3-time All-Star. Friday morning on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Modern Exterminating 627 College Street, Jacksonville has proudly been serving the pest control needs of Onslow and surrounding counties since 1952. That's 70 years of protecting the health and property of our citizens from rodents, termites, mosquitoes, and all other pests. Modern Exterminating offers inspection without obligation. Being authorized to serve government quarters, Modern Exterminating takes this opportunity to thank those who serve and allowing us to handle all your pest control needs. If what they use don't zap them, they'll trap them. And if you're not satisfied, they'll step on them. The bug stops here. Modern Exterminating, family owned and operated since 1952. Call today, 910-455-5122. That's 910-455-5122 for Modern Exterminating.
Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Drs. Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry. Wismart and Chappie's Chicken. And for over 50 years, Great Gas and Oil Company has kept our community comfortable year-round with quality heating and cooling products and dependable service. In addition to heating and air conditioning service, Great Gas and Oil Company does generators, tankless water heaters, and quality appliance repair. Service, phone 910-347-7138. Locally owned and operated by Jerry and Jeff Allen and Bobby and Louise Williams.
Bryn Mawr Jewelers, proudly serving the Jacksonville area with the brilliance you deserve for 73 years, invites you to visit them at 1136 Western Boulevard next to Sam's this holiday season. Locally owned and operated by the Queen of Diamonds, Lisa Lutz Keys and Luke Keys, look forward to showing you why only the finest diamonds makes it to their showcase, bringing you the brightest holiday season ever. In addition to fine diamonds and precious stones, you'll find watches, rings, bracelets, necklaces, charms, and remember, no one does I do like they do. Bryn Mawr Jewelers, Jacksonville's oldest jeweler, also specializes in custom design. Bryn Mawr Jewelers takes the time to wish you and yours a happy holiday and the best in the coming new year. Bryn Mawr Jewelers, 1136 Western Boulevard next to Sam's, serving Jacksonville since 1950. Visit brynmawrjewelers.com or by phone at 910-455-2994.
If you have a project that requires ready-mix concrete, whether a driveway, patio, livestock housing, outdoor kitchen, or something special for the holidays, Mixed Masters Concrete of Buteville can handle the job. Large or small, Mixed Masters Concrete offers residential, commercial, and agricultural contract work with professional service and fast delivery. Owner Scott Thigpen provides free estimates, and Mixed Masters Concrete will deliver on Saturdays. In addition to expert concrete service, KPT Masonry does complete concrete finishing. So, for ready-mix concrete and professional concrete finishing, phone 910-298-6153. Mixed Masters Concrete and KPT Masonry of Beulaville. Proud to be part of the continuing growth of Eastern North Carolina, and thanks all our military families and all that serve.
The holiday travel season is almost here, and if you need automotive service before hitting the highways or just regular maintenance, Cedar Point Tire, the best automotive shop in Cedar Point, is here for you. Cedar Point Tire is more than just a tire store. They offer fast auto service from tune-ups to flat tire repair and all alignment and suspension services too. Cedar Point Tire. They carry all the major name brand tires, so they likely have your preference. It's simple. For all automotive service and tires, call 233-3188 or visit Cedar Point Tire, the best automotive shop in Cedar Point, 1083 Cedar Point Boulevard. Cedar Point Tire thanks you for your past patronage and wishes you and yours the best holiday season and a happy new year. Come ride with us this holiday season.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Your Christmas classic station. That's us right here. We're back. And the U.S. Navy destroyer USS Carney. Did you read anything about that?
No, I did not.
Recently shot down an Iranian-made Houthi drone.
Mm-hmm.
There were no reported damages or injuries as a result of this incident. The destroyer previously shot down 15 drones and 4 cruise missiles within a 9-hour time span on October 19th. Whew.
I just think they're trying to bait us into something.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah.
The missiles were headed to Israel. Now, I think it was yesterday, it was Tuesday. An unmanned aircraft from Iran took unsafe and unprofessional actions near the USS Dwight D. Eisenhower.
Well, that's just dumb.
Yeah. The Dwight D. Eisenhower Carrier Strike Group was conducting routine flight operations in the international waters of the Central Arabian Gulf when it detected an unmanned aerial vehicle, according to a statement from U.S. Naval Forces Central Command Vice Admiral Brad Cooper. The UAV, he said, was visually identified as Iranian. Its closest point of approach to Ike was about 1,500 yards. That's too close, y'all. That's less than a mile away. Iran is doing, and in my opinion, to drag us into this war. There's something in the wind. I feel confident that it involves Russia and China and Iran. And Iran is the one poking the stick at the bulldog. Poke too hard, Iran. That bulldog's going to bite you.
I think they're going to end up being a victim of their own mentality.
Yeah.
I mean, they, I don't know.
Well, you know, they were talking yesterday and said that they have admitted, Hamas has admitted to some of the hostages already being dead.
Oh, yeah. Well, they've recovered one.
Yes.
They found
Which
one.
we figured that. And
well, they've been beating them.
yes.
Torturing them.
Torturing them, making them watch
Raping
videos.
women and
Yes.
girls. Hamas, meanwhile, yesterday
Hamas
freed,
is scum. I'm
Yep.
sorry, but they're just scum.
freed 16 more hostages they kidnapped almost 2 months ago in a series of attacks inside Israel. Among those released was one American Israeli citizen with dual citizenship.
Yeah.
12 of the hostages were Israeli and 4 were Thai citizens. It is possible, according to some of the media reports I'm reading, that the original ceasefire, which was originally 4 days, has been extended 2 more days now,
Yes,
2 or
yes.
3 more days, could be extended for another 4 days, with hostages being released each day.
If it takes that.
Why not just let them all go? Come on.
That's
now.
the thing.
Because they're
it's giving them
rebuilding.
more time to keep for the Israelis not to hunt them down and kill
And that's
them.
what it is, and more time for them to fortify or
Fortify, rebuild, get
move,
more ammunition
hide.
from China or whatever, or
go
Russia.
to a different location.
Oh, I
Yeah.
agree. I agree. You know, there's a process behind it for them.
Mhm.
They're just probably digging new tunnels under another hospital.
No doubt.
I don't know.
You're live and local, Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME, your Christmas classic station, and we'll be right back.
C&S Paint, Jacksonville's premier paint store since 1957, with 3 locations serving the Crystal Coast, has everything you need from brushes to Olympic stain and quality Benjamin Moore paint. Benjamin Moore offers unmatched color and durability, so the color will last for years to come. Whether a do-it-yourselfer or paint contractor, when you shop C&S Paint Center with 3 locations, you're not just improving your home or construction site, you're supporting a local business too. C&S Paint Center, Olympic Stain, and Benjamin Moore. Paint for everything that matters. C&S Paint Center, 105 Wayne Drive, Morris City, 6 Doris Avenue, Jacksonville, and 504 Cedar Point Boulevard, Cedar Point. C&S Paint. Phone 910-455-0210. Jacksonville's premier paint store since 1957.
Down East Heating and Air Conditioning, a family tradition of quality since 1986.
Down East is your local Bryant factory authorized dealer. Down East, Bryant, whatever it takes to keep you warm.
Down East Heating and Air Conditioning, a family tradition of quality since 1986. DownEastHeating.com.
Ready or not, the holidays are here and your calendar is crowded. So if and when your heating system goes out, Down East and Bryant is ready to do whatever it takes to make your home warm again. Because your friends and relatives are arriving any minute. Just call Down East at 910-346-4311.
Down East Heating and Air Conditioning, a family tradition of quality since 1986. DownEastHeating.com.
Coastal Bank and Trust thanks you for allowing us the privilege of handling all your banking needs, including personal and commercial loans to mortgage services. With locations in Jacksonville, Holly Ridge, Richlands, and Morehead City, Coastal Bank and Trust truly is a community bank dedicated to those we serve and is proud to be a part of the continued growth of Onslow, Carteret, and surrounding counties, and looks forward to meeting you. Thank you for voting us the best of the best 5 years in a row. FDIC insured and an equal housing lender.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
It's not for everyone, only for you. The medication your doctor prescribes is exclusively yours to take as directed. Nobody else should be taking it. It's up to you to keep your medication secure and to safely dispose of any unused medications. Don't let anyone take what's yours. Your prescription, your responsibility. Be aware, don't share. Lock your meds.
Supported by NCDHHS, Division of Mental Health, Developmental Disabilities, and Substance Abuse Services. Visit lockyourmeds.org/NC.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
It's live and local Real Talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Well, that Texas governor has made it clear that more bus trips for illegals will be leaving Texas and bound for sanctuary cities if President Biden does not take action to protect the southern border. Governor Greg Abbott doesn't seem to be too worried about complaints from Democrats, and he's certainly not concerned that governors and mayors in these sanctuary cities don't seem to like him. maybe they're getting a dose of their own medicine. That's what I'm thinking. Thinking that all is great as long as the problems that have come out of the illegal crossings until they start showing up at their doorsteps, and they have no redirect. They don't have a way to redirect tax dollars to house and feed the masses. That's what's going on. Now they're getting upset, Democrats included, like the Democrat governor of New York. He's all uptight. Might be an interesting election year right around the bend, all the way across the state from border to border. That should be fun. Next year should be a lot of fun.
I got something for you locally.
What's that?
Today at 1:00 at the Jones County Civic Center. They will be having a special dedication to honor former Senator Harry Brown.
Yay!
It's a highway dedication event. And you know, Senator Brown was a native of Jones County.
Yes.
And
represented Jones and Onslow.
Jones and Onslow in the 6th District. And a section between NC 58 interchange in Pollocksville to US 17 bypass in Maysville will be renamed as Senator Harry Brown Highway.
Yay!
Yes, he was very instrumental with obtaining funding for this bypass.
Yes.
So they're honoring him
Which
today.
is a great bypass, by the way. If you
Yes,
gotta get
I was
up
on
that
there
way.
yesterday, and I was like, darn, I wish it was today.
Yeah.
But yeah, congratulations, and what an honor to vote our senator, former senator. He did so much for Onslow and Jones.
Yep. We
He's
a great guy.
Yes, he
So,
is.
And he worked pretty hard.
Yes, he
during
did.
This entire time. He spent a lot of time on a highway going from Jacksonville to Raleigh.
You know, but whenever we had a function in Onslow, he was right here.
Yes, he was. Ready to go. We've got in the studio joining us for the next 20 minutes or so. We got the one, the only Salem Clark. How are you?
I'm good. It's good to be here this morning.
It's good
Thanks
to
for
have
having
you.
me.
What's going on in your world?
Well, as you know, we have tons of holiday and Christmas events going on at
Yes.
this moment. So we have started promoting those and attending those.
Mhm.
Our holiday blog, our holiday happenings in Onslow on our website has a list of all the events that are going on, or most of the events that are going on in the county right now. This weekend's definitely going to be busy.
Uh-huh.
We have the Jacksonville Flotilla.
Yes.
And then Winterfest
Yes.
is going to be downtown too.
Yeah.
And then I believe also Hometown Christmas in Holly Ridge is this weekend too. So lots of fun Christmas events going on.
And we know that Swansboro's always got its, this time of year, always got their holiday shopping stuff going on, and,
Oh, yes.
and going from restaurant to restaurant, eating your way through town.
The flotilla that happened recently was really nice
Mhm.
too.
I heard.
They had almost 30 boats in
Yeah, that's
for
a lot.
this year. Mhm.
That's a big deal.
Yes,
So, and weather was good for it.
it
So-
was. Hopefully the weather continues to be good this weekend too for the events going on.
So, and do they light a big Christmas tree downtown during Winterfest, or do you know?
I don't think so.
That was
They should.
I would have
I've
to
never seen them
check.
do that.
I haven't
It used
either.
to be in the Commons, and they moved it back to downtown. It was downtown, then went to Commons, and now it's back downtown. Yeah.
But they don't have a special tree lighting ceremony?
Ooh,
Mostly
that one
just
I am
vendors.
not. Yeah, I think
Huh?
it's
Mostly vendors.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
vendors,
Well-
and they have a lot of kids stuff. That
Mhm.
one year they had like fake sledding. Where,
Yes.
Food
yeah,
trucks.
yeah, a lot of food trucks, a lot of vendors.
Yeah, they're gonna. I think they're gonna be shuttling back and forth between the Commons and downtown for the Winterfest because they're having the artisan market that's going to be there at the Commons, and then of course the flotilla is going to be downtown. But yeah, I'm not sure. I'll have to see. It mainly says sledding, snow play, hay rides, lots of entertainment, and Santa.
Yeah.
Is what they have listed on their website.
Yeah, Santa should be dropped off downtown sometime from the boat.
Hmm Yes.
He normally rides in on a boat.
We're having the snow again.
They have down that they'll have snow play.
Then yeah, they'll have it. Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
I like that.
You're going to go play in the snow?
The kids love that. You have
Oh,
to fight
yes.
those kids if you want to do that, man. That's like hardcore.
Well,
Oh,
we
yeah.
can handle it with
I'm
kids.
not trying to fight a
Some
little
little
kid.
kids stomping me in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I let the kiddies enjoy that.
Yes.
You know what, Rayford, though? Onslow Pines Park, there will be a tree lighting December 10th.
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
I'm looking at it now.
Yeah,
Yep.
Lights Over Onslow. They're going to have a lot of activities. That's going to be through the county Parks and Rec. But I think they said they're doing a drone light show.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Oh,
So
that'd be
they're
pretty
adding
cool.
on quite a bit
I'm
for
looking
that
at
one.
it. Yep.
Mhm.
5 minute, 40-foot Christmas tree.
Wow.
Yes.
You know,
They
we
have a
need
very
a
That's tall.
Christmas tree in Onslow like they had in Wilmington.
We need one like Rockefeller Center. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Well,
Well,
the one in Wilmington is what was built as the largest living Christmas
Right.
tree. It's
No
a
way.
big old oak
Yes.
tree.
Every
And
year.
they light it,
decorators.
and there's always a big lighting ceremony. When I was living there, there was, and I mean, I
Mhm.
remember as a kid going through the town, you could see it from the bridges,
Oh, wow.
and it was huge then. They tried to get rid of it some years back,
I remember that.
and they said it's dead.
Right.
So guess what?
Right.
They just didn't want to do any work on it. That's why, because the TV station that I worked for, we got hold of one of those tree surgeons.
Oh,
He came out and he did a full examination of it, and it proved it was not dead.
good. All right.
So, that tree had been lit since the 30s, I think it was. So, a guy named Mayor Hi Buddy Wade, I forgot his real name, but everywhere he went, he said, "Hey, buddy, hi, buddy, hi, buddy." So he got the nickname Hi Buddy Wade. And I mean, he was wheeled up there, one of the last tree lightings I went to out there one night. So,
Well,
been around for quite a while.
Yep.
I really wish I had not gone on this website, Salem. I'm blaming you for this.
I know.
There's something every
I'm
weekend.
only in Onslow. So starting tomorrow, actually, so they're doing Winterfest a little bit differently this year. Tomorrow, 5 to 8, Saturday, 10 to 6, Sunday, 12 to 7 at the Commons Rec. It's the Winterfest Artisan Market inside the rec center.
Mhm.
So you don't have to worry about the weather.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got photos. All the vendors will be in there, and they've got. Oh man, I really wish I hadn't looked at it. It's
Now
free
you
to
got
get in.
places
You
to
go
go.
in and shop.
Yeah, it's like
That's my
You're gonna
neighborhood. I
have
could
to-
walk up there if I was still.
you're going to have to take your calendar out and
I am like
Okay,
that.
we better take a break here.
Yes.
You're live and local, Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME, your Christmas classic station, and we'll be right back.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News. I'm Chris Foster. An Israel-Hamas ceasefire is extended through today at least. 3 Israelis, though, are shot and killed in Jerusalem.
Police say 2 attackers arrived at the entrance to Jerusalem by car. They opened fire at a crowded bus stop. Among the dead, a 16-year-old girl. The shooters were themselves killed by a pair of off-duty soldiers and another civilian.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. Former Secretary of State and National Security Advisor Henry Kissinger died. He was 100 years old. Current Secretary of State Antony Blinken in Israel.
Few people were better students of history. Even fewer people did more to shape history than Henry Kissinger.
About criticism, he put American power above civilian life in other countries like Cambodia and Chile. Kissinger said a country that demands moral perfection in its foreign policy will achieve neither perfection nor security. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1.
WSME.
It's live and local. Real Talk.
And we are now back, and in the studio with us again, Salem Clark, representing Onslow Tourism and everything Onslow. And there's more happening. This weekend's not the end of it.
No, it is not. So next weekend is another really big weekend. Down they're doing Christmas in the Ferry in Sneads Ferry.
Mhm.
So that is going to be Friday, December 8th and Saturday, December 9th. They're doing a full day of fun. They're going to have breakfast with Santa, festival
boy.
of trees, a musical, kid activities, a great light fight. Not sure what that is, but that sounds like fun. Craft vendors, music concessions, Santa, and then I don't know if I said, but chili cook-off too.
Oh, really?
So that way, if it's cold, you have something warm to eat.
your chili is fantastic, but there's going to be so much chili there. You
I
need
know.
something different.
I'm going to get some roadkill
No.
and just make some roadkill chili. At least that's what I'll call it.
Well, here's a place I've never even heard of. See, I need to go on this website weekly instead of I usually go on about once a month. So Pogie's Adventure Center is offering walk-through light show at their farm in Maysville. And it says it's a quirky mixture of classy and tacky holiday fun on a trail through the farm.
Quirky and tacky.
That's what it says, with plenty of dedicated
Sounds like
Instagram
my
worthy
yard.
photo shops. And on Fridays, it'll be dog friendly. And they have hot chocolate food trucks and vendors. And it's every Friday and Saturday from now until December the 16th from 5 to 9. And it's free.
How much?
Free. It's at 117
like
Williams
this.
Farm Road in Maysville. I got to check this out.
Yes, this is brand new that they are just offering
Wow.
this year. So excited about that. Seeing some of the pictures, it looks really beautiful and
Wow.
a fun, family-friendly
So
activity.
it's in progress right now, right? Like tomorrow night?
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and on their website, they have the list of the food vendors that they'll have for each of the weekends too.
Okay.
But yeah, in addition to that, of course, we have the Richlands Christmas Parade that will be
Yes.
on Saturday, December 9th in downtown Richlands. Lots of fun parades and floats going to be in that.
That's a fun parade, I'll tell you.
Mhm.
That's my favorite, one of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be here this year.
Yeah.
I'm so bummed.
Yep,
So
and it's one that the people turn out. They just walk
Mhm.
out the front doors, most of them. So
The
there's a lot
nighttime
of driving.
parade,
But
though.
But I mean, I think I honestly can say I believe that crowd in Richlands is bigger than the one here that they have in Jacksonville, and we have a huge crowd here.
Yeah, we have
that
a huge
Richlands
crowd.
is, especially when you kind of round that bend and they're all standing lined up. They're 5-10 deep in there. I
Yes,
mean,
they
it's
are.
a lot.
Mhm.
I love it.
and they're so close to you. I mean, the
Mhm.
streets are narrow.
Yeah.
And you can be right there with them.
Mhm.
It's beautiful, and it's nighttime, so you
I
get
love
to
it.
you get to
Yes.
show off your lighting
You do.
abilities.
Yep.
That's the
Mhm.
big thing. I mean,
Yeah.
Christmas is about lights, right?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
For
sure.
decorations. Yeah, that's
Yes.
what we want to do.
Well, I always love it when the locals get involved too and decorate their yards. It's
Oh,
always so
yeah.
fun to
Oh,
just
yeah.
drive through different neighborhoods and
Wow.
see all the lights and decorations that are up this time of year.
Ooh.
But yeah, and then our main ones that happen each year and year round, of course, is Mike's Farm.
Uh-huh.
Their Festival of Lights and their hay rides, and then of course ELJ Farms Christmas Town
I like that
hay
one.
rides and
Yeah.
car. The difference on that one, you can drive your car through
Right.
on that one too. So those are happening each weekend, and Mike's Farm, of course, is every day.
Mhm.
Of course, with that one, you got to check and see if you want to eat in their restaurant.
You
Yeah.
can't get in there. It's only
Yeah.
reservations.
Yes.
Yes, it's
They say they're
reservations.
booked.
And they're booked.
They are booked, but if you check their Facebook page, you can see too if they have availability each day. They kind of post if they do have openings that come
Good
up.
advice.
Mhm. But yeah,
That'd be a lot of fun.
So
Well,
much.
so you're going to hang around town for Christmas?
no, I'll actually be traveling.
Okay.
So I'll go. I'll be
Florida?
going. No, I'll be going to Texas to
Oh, my.
see my parents.
Oh, okay. Well, that's okay.
So
What
that's where
part of
they live.
Texas?
They live near Houston, so East Texas.
Oh.
Yes, I'm
You
very
better
familiar with
leave
that
tomorrow
area.
so you can get there. Going to Houston is I went through there a couple of years, 3 or 4 years ago.
Mhm.
Oh, wrong
That's where
time
my
of day,
daughter
obviously. It was
She lived
just,
right there on the eastern outskirts
Yeah.
of Houston. That's
Growing up, you get used to some of that traffic.
no, I don't.
though.
I never got used to it.
Yeah.
Thank goodness she's moved back.
Yeah.
And I drove to Wilmington yesterday,
Yes.
62 miles. It took 1 hour and 31 minutes. And I was flying just as hard as I could drive to get there.
Mm.
Not illegally flying, but just driving consistently. No
I was going to say, no way you got through that quick.
hour and 31 minutes,
That's-
61 miles,
That's
62 miles.
Yeah.
61.
I'm impressed. To me, that's quick. Like, I've struggled at times.
Well, I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
that Hampstead mess now, it
That's
started
a
in
hot-
Hampstead.
Yeah, I
got to
know.
Hampstead in about 38 minutes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
once
that's
you
right.
get it
It's
goes
from
downhill the
Hampstead-
minute you get to Hampstead.
From Hampstead down to Wilmington is just south of Wilmington, down at Monkey Junction area.
Yes.
Holy moly.
Uh-huh.
Monkey Junction.
It's like
is
driving in New
nice.
York City.
Yeah.
And we know how I feel about that traffic. So yeah, no, it's awful.
I think I'm just go by Burgall from now on. Go take 53 to Burgall and get on I-40.
I have
Yes.
friends that do that. That's how
I've
they go
done
to
that
Wilmington
before.
Yes.
but
that way now because they can't deal with that Hampstead. It's just a mess.
They got road construction there, and then they
They're
got
building
more
that
road
bypass.
construction. Yeah, I know.
I know.
So, Salem, what are we looking at after Christmas? Come January.
come
Anything
January,
big?
of
Probably
course.
much of nothing. Like, everybody's too tired.
R and R.
Yes, I said, January here is our slow relaxation month. That's where we take time, reassess, and start working towards spring. At least in our office, that's what we start working towards. But, that time of year is a great time if you want to go to the beach, if you don't mind the cooler weather. It's definitely a nice time to go and explore and do that. And then I know a lot of our hotels and different events, weddings it's a good time if you're looking for non-busy, seasonal time for that. And then just other little events that are coming up too.
You can go to the beach, and a lot of people will go to the beach. If you're into shelling, a lot of
That's the
people like
best
to collect
time.
shells. Go during that time. You'll find new shells that have washed up. And not to spoil anything, but I do know that a piece of 8 washed up on one of the beaches there on what is now North Topsail back in the 70s because it was brought to me to photograph. There is a galleon, a Spanish galleon off North Carolina coast underwater. Been documented. I know some guys that have been working it.
Any treasure in it?
Yes.
Oh, sweet.
Mhm.
Could do with that.
You might have just given some secrets away.
Nope. Yeah, it's fairly well known.
Oh,
but,
okay.
I will pay you to dive.
Here's
for
one,
some
Kev.
treasure for me,
if I
Rachel.
could get the coordinates, I would go to it.
Here's one we have to get Hollywood involved in. In March, the FTM Fashion Week.
The what?
FTM Fashion Week season 11 is coming to Jacksonville, North Carolina on March 9th at
the
6 p.m.
FTM?
The theme is Hollywood. And we'll have celebrities, fashion bloggers, press, and more. We have a Hollywood.
We need to get Hollywood all
We need
dressed
to-
up.
yes.
Get Chris dressed up
Yes.
and let him be the fashion.
Put him in a tux.
Can you
Let him
do
strut down
some
that runway.
some GQ stuff, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, Hollywood.
Yes.
He needs to be in one of those very bright blue tuxes,
Oh, that would be nice.
metallic
Who are some of the celebrities?
with lights.
That I'll have to see. They're updating their website. I put this on pretty early when they first put it up, but they have it every year. It's normally in the end of fall, beginning of winter, but they moved it back to the spring this year.
Good. We're going to enter Hollywood.
Yes. We need to enter
He's got to
Hollywood.
go.
Yeah.
I know they accept local models from
There you go.
in the area.
Oh, well,
Just model.
You could teach him to strut a little bit, couldn't you?
Yeah. I'm good at strut.
Yeah. Well, you can teach him how to strut.
Yes.
Oh, we'll get you down there.
Yeah.
We can bring him in here, and you can teach him on camera.
Yeah. I don't know if there's enough floor space.
Oh.
You have to have plenty of floor space.
All right.
Well, that's great. A lot of good things this
Yes.
Lots. I like that.
month of December.
Mhm.
It really puts the joy of Christmas into
What does
you.
FTM stand for?
Oh, I should know this.
me see if I
It's
can-
the name of their
FTM.
their agency
Uh-huh.
here in Jacksonville.
Modeling agency. I gotcha.
I think
All
it's
right.
fashion. I'm not going to be able to find it now that I'm looking really quick.
talent modeling, maybe.
Let me see. Final Touch Models.
Final Touch Models. Yes.
Okay.
So that's the name of the group that
There
puts
was an
it on.
FGM agency, talent agency in Wilmington years ago. You know what the initials stood for? They just came up with it out of the clear blue. A good friend of mine ran it. Fairy Godmother.
Oh.
Seriously.
That's great.
I like Final Touch. That's what it
That's
takes
nice,
before
yes.
you get out there on the runway. The
Yes.
final touches.
Yeah, I used to do a lot of model shooting. Tons of it.
nice.
Yeah.
See, there they need a photographer.
I'm over that. All right.
Nice.
Salem, thank you for coming in.
Yes.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much for having
We
me.
appreciate
It's a joy
it,
to
as
have you.
always.
Yes.
And good stuff. And we'll keep that on our calendar, and I'm sure Lee and Kelly will pull it down so we can constantly remind people.
Yes, definitely.
The first thing is going to be this weekend, the Winterfest, and also the Rotary sponsored, the Breakfast Rotary Club sponsored Flotilla. I think it's the 35th annual, if I'm not mistaken.
I just
35th
had it
annual.
pulled up.
Always a lot of fun. And,
Yes.
get there early, find yourself a parking spot. Don't try to park in the parking lot where the boats are launching, because you're going to get into trouble if you do that. Get there early enough, because this will start about sundown.
Yes.
Okay. That's when it goes off. And the boats will be decorated, lots of lights, and you never can tell. They may have some music on board.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, you need to try that. It's a good one. And the best place, your best view is from on top of Old Bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Get there early enough. They close it to vehicular traffic, and you can get there and look at boats. You can see all the boats coming upriver, and then they go right underneath you. You can see it.
Yes.
You can shout too and
Yes.
clap as they go through. All right, Salem, thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Salem, and happy holidays, Merry Christmas, travel safe,
Thank
and
you.
enjoy your family.
Will do.
And then
Y'all too.
are you driving there or are you flying?
Flying.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
that's the only way
Yes,
to go.
flying.
That's a better deal.
Only way to go.
Yeah, okay. You're live and local, Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME. Your Christmas classic station. I'm going to get it right because I got it right in front of me. And we'll be right back.
I'm Casey Kasem. 'Tis the season to celebrate with music. And that's what we're doing on American Top 10 with the greatest holiday songs from the past and the present. It's a show filled with memories and with the glory of Christmas. Join us as we rejoice in the sounds of the holiday here on American Top 10 from the Premier Radio Networks.
It's a special holiday edition of American Top 40 with Casey Kasem. Sunday afternoon, 3 to 6 on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
It's the season of giving, which means a visit to Barnes Diamond Gallery, 461 Western Boulevard, Suite 120, right here in Jacksonville. Select a gift that will keep on giving long after Christmas. Right now, save up to 40% on in-store merchandise, including showcase jewelry, featuring pendants, diamond rings, diamond fashion bands, gemstone rings, and earrings. Need money for the holidays? Barnes Diamond Gallery pays top dollar for gold and silver. Major credit cards accepted and layaway available. Hurry and save 40% on in-store merchandise right now. Barnes Diamond Gallery, 461 Western Boulevard, Suite 120, Jacksonville. Open 9:30 to 5:30, Monday through Saturday.
Merry Christmas from our family to yours. Barnes Diamond Gallery.
Barker Electrical Corporation, located at 3163 New Bern Highway, Jacksonville, takes this time to say thank you for your past patronage and wishes you and yours a safe and happy holiday season. Barker Electrical Technology Corporation has proudly been serving the electrical needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2002, specializing in residential, commercial, and heavy industrial work. Barker Electrical Technology can handle repairs for existing homes, hot tubs, swimming pools, pool houses, control systems, and exterior structures. Now that we're in the hurricane season, it's the perfect time to get that new generator installed for all the storms Mother Nature throws your way. Fully licensed and bonded, Barker Electrical Technology is proud to be part of the continued growth of Onslow and surrounding counties. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Phone 910-358-2187. Online at barker-electrical.com. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted local carrier indoor weather team, serving all of your heating and air conditioning needs since 1967. Now offers residential and commercial duct and dryer vented cleaning, and now offers expert residential and commercial plumbing service. In case of a power outage due to a storm or for any other reason, be prepared with a Generac generator for your home or business. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning has Generac generators in stock, ready to install today. Remember, better breathing comes with cleaner air. Let Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning improve the air quality in your home or business with professional air duct cleaning. As always, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning is available 24/7 for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing emergency needs. Turn to the carrier experts, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, with locations in Jacksonville and Hampstead. Visit online, humphreyheating.com, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning since 1967. Relax, we're on the way.
I had a question about my insurance the other day, so I called my new State Farm agent. And would you believe I talked to the same person who remembered my name? They said that was called service. And then they asked if my dog Max was over his cold. They called that service too. And then they helped me find ways to save on my home and auto coverage. I asked State Farm what they called that. They said service.
Call David Hall, State Farm, 910-455-0440, 1218 Country Club Road, Jacksonville.
Looking for a job? Full-time? Part-time? Il Cigno Italiano Restaurant wants you.
We're currently hiring for hostesses, servers, bartenders, and dishwashers. Il Chino Italiano is a family-owned, fast-paced restaurant that offers the best in fine dining on the Crystal Coast. If you're hardworking, reliable, professional, and have a desire to always strive for better, we want to talk to you. Make great money and be a part of an outstanding, dedicated team. Il Chino Italiano on West Corbett Avenue in Swansboro.
Southern Touch Painting, Power Washing and Roofing specializes in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting. In fact, they paint most anything except cars, including homes, businesses, apartment complexes, decks, and they do minor repairs, wood repairs, pressure washing, waterproofing, and more, including storm repair and cleanup. Southern Touch Painting Maintenance, Power Washing and Roofing, fully licensed, insured, and locally owned and operated by Roger Carroll Jr. References available and customer satisfaction is always guaranteed. So if you want it painted, maintained, power washed, or need a new roof, call Southern Touch Painting Maintenance and Power Washing at 910-939-0749 or visit southerntouchpaintingnc.com. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing salutes our troops and is proud to be part of the continued growth of Onslow and surrounding counties.
It's live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
And we're back Thursday, the 30th of the month, and we're on the air, ladies. The fine folks down at Tideline Marine are truly in the Christmas spirit right now. Door prizes are being given away, including nautical Christmas trinkets and decorations. No purchase is necessary until the end of this month. That's like today, maybe longer. They might extend it. George and Elise are discounting any of the 3 Aloha pontoon boats on the lot by $5,000. You know what? You need to see it. If you haven't been down there to see one, just if you're not even going to buy one, just go down there and take a look at them. You might be talked into it by yourself. Along with the offerings, you should sign up for 2 giveaways. They have an end of the month drawings, and that's tomorrow. Today's end of the month. Tomorrow they'll have the drawings, and one of those prizes is a Power Pole stick pin. If you're inefficient, you'll know what that is. So you'll know how useful it can be as well. This is also the time to stack up on lures. With the winter trout run just getting underway, it looks like it will be a good year, whether it's soft plastics or mirror lures. Tideline has something for everyone. Tideline Marine, 159 Old Bridge Street, on the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville. Winds today offshore, about 5 to 10 knots out of the north, becoming easterly in the afternoon. Seas only 2 feet. That's nice. Dominant period 6 seconds. Sounds and rivers of light chop, diminishing to flat this afternoon. Tomorrow, a little dicier. Southeasterly winds 10 to 15, picking up a little bit, switching around to the south in the afternoon, 15 to 20 miles an hour with gusts up to 25. Seas will be building 2 to 4 in the morning, and we don't know what it'll be by afternoon. Sounds and rivers a moderate chop, increasing to choppy in the afternoon. Southwesterly winds on Saturday, 10 knots, seas 3 to 4. Sounds and rivers a light chop.
Mostly sunny, high of 58 today. Tonight, partly cloudy, low of 40. Tomorrow, partly sunny, a high of 68, which is even better. Tomorrow night, cloudy, low of 61. I like that much better. But Saturday, showers likely, 70% chance, mainly after 1 p.m. Otherwise, between all that, cloudy with a high of 70. I like that number.
Yay.
And joining us in the studio, Chief Mike Canero from the Jacksonville Public Safety Department. It is still a department, right? It hasn't changed yet, has it? I get confused sometimes with the sheriff's offices or sheriff's departments, and they were always departments. And I think
Yeah, we called it for so many years department.
it was a department then.
Right.
Then I've got, what have we got? Los Angeles is still a sheriff's department. I found out the other day. So, because I screwed up and called it sheriff's office. I was corrected. Chief, it's a busy time of year for everything. Traffic is horrendous already. My drive to Wilmington yesterday, 61 miles, was an hour and 31 minutes. I made it to Hampstead in 38 minutes. But from Hampstead on, no. If people talk about traffic in Jacksonville being bad, no. Go to Wilmington any time of the day or night. I mean, this was 10 o'clock in the morning. Why do all of the FedEx bus trucks come this way every morning?
We don't have a FedEx office here.
I got that.
Yeah, so
You know how many I counted yesterday?
how many?
62.
Wow.
62 FedEx trucks coming this way.
We need to open up a office right here in
They
Jackson.
could do something at the airport. That'd be a
Good
great,
job.
great airline coming in and
Right.
bringing stuff this way. They got that's a lot of miles that they've got to put on every day.
It is. It is. And it takes time to drive up and puts more traffic on the roads.
Yes. You've got 3 hours of driving round trip just to get here and then make your deliveries. Holy moly. I didn't know we had that much business in Jacksonville for 58 trucks. Us, 62 trucks, 62 trucks.
That's
yesterday.
people online shopping is what it is.
Apparently.
Yeah.
So anyway, but we got traffic here in Jacksonville. We had a tragic wreck a couple of weeks ago there on the bypass.
We did.
Involving a motorcycle, a single motorcycle.
And a deer.
Freak
Yeah.
accident. Yeah.
What a freak one.
Well, this time of year, especially in the evenings,
they're feeding.
And part of the problem is people throwing cigarette butts out. And so actually what happens is the deers get addicted to the nicotine in the cigarette.
What?
And that's why they show up at the highways. They're looking for cigarette butts. And so when you see them along the highway, that's what they're looking for.
Oh my God.
I did not know that.
And so throwing out cigarette butts actually increases chances of deer getting close to the highway.
I just learned
That's the
something.
first time I've even heard that. Well, that explains a lot then.
Yeah, I mean it does because you think about all that wide open space. Why are they along the highway? And that's part of the reason. If people think that it's so innocent to throw out a cigarette butt.
No, it's littering.
No, it is littering.
But it also makes our roadways a little bit more dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I have a friend that was killed by a deer collision about 6 or 8 years ago.
Crazy.
Well, I mean, a deer coming out in a vehicle, motorcycle or car going 60 miles an hour. I mean, when the deer comes out, there's nothing you can do.
No.
And so, we encourage people, obviously, not to throw their cigarette butts out along the highway because that does attract them.
Okay. We've got to do something. We got to let everybody know this.
Laying in the woods.
I know in the springtime when the grass turns green along the edges of the road before it turns green inside, they like to come out then and feed on the grass, and they'll do that during the daytime too. I've seen that.
Yeah, they're really coming out now. My travels at night.
Yeah.
I've seen quite a few.
They're all in my neighborhood at night.
Yes.
I leave work late. It's dark, so they're
Only
all
have we
standing
only
in the
thing we have in our
road on the
neighborhood is
side.
the thugs.
Yeah.
Trying to get in the cars, and that's another thing. And talking about making sure you lock your vehicles at night, and especially this time of the season, Chief.
I mean, I'm surprised that the message hasn't got out about locking your cars because people those folks go through those neighborhoods and they try to open every car and then they rummage through the car and people leave their guns, they leave their wallets, their change,
Crazy.
their
Packages,
electronic,
yeah.
their packages in an unlocked car, and then obviously call us in the morning and they'll a lot of times they'll go through neighborhoods to do that. And so it's way up in the morning. So if you hear something, please call us. If you see something, please call us. That's extremely important.
Well, I actually called you a couple of days ago in the evening. I was in the other end of the house. I heard a car going by and he was picking up speed. But then I heard my wife said it was 5 or 6 shots. I heard 4. It turned out that the guy does this on a regular basis and he's not shooting. You said sends 2 officers out here looking for him. But as it turns out, he is decelerating, then accelerating suddenly, and he has a car that backfires repeatedly.
Oh my God.
And it sounded just like gunshots.
Well, but that's really important for
Absolutely.
to call us about those kinds of things. Of course, there's some equipment violations there.
Heck yeah.
But by the same token, we need to check that out to make sure that it's not gunshots.
Yep. Well, it turned out not to be because my neighbor, he hears them every day too, about the same time, right about sunset, a little after. So.
Well, is he doing it on purpose?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yep, he does it on
Then
purpose.
he definitely needs a ticket.
Yep.
Yeah.
But shopping malls, cars, people picking up all the package, shopping centers, they come back with one load. They'll throw it in their car. May not be in the trunk of their car. There's not that many cars out there that I see anymore with trunks in them. They're SUVs. They got back areas that you can see in.
But usually SUVs have a cover or some other
Yeah.
thing to
That they
to
can
cover
do.
your packages up. I mean, it's extremely important. This is our holiday task force time where
Right.
we have extra officers in the shopping areas. And, you know, one of the things I think is really important is if you're going shopping to different places, make sure that you're covering your packages, make sure you're locking your car,
Mhm.
make sure that that it's not visible. You can lock it in the trunk. You can take a blanket. You can do a number of different things to make sure that that you know people don't see your packages inside the car. And again, when we talk about coming out late at night, making sure you're parking in the right spots, as close to the door as you can, under lights, in some of those shopping centers, because our goal with the holiday task force is to make sure that everybody has a safe holiday.
As it is with diving, shop in pairs, and you'd be better off too.
That's true. That's true.
People don't like to confront you when coming out and you got two or more people there.
And again, I mean, one of the things I think is really important is if you see something, to call us, especially in the shopping centers. With the holiday task force, there's extra officers out there that's their main goal, is to make those shopping parking lots safe. And so if you see something that just doesn't look right, just call us. It doesn't take the officers off the road that are doing the regular patrol. Those officers are designated to make sure that those areas are safe. So call us if there's any issues.
Now, let's go to the homes for a minute. I know that on Christmas morning and the day before, perhaps you're going to have some big old computers, or you're going to have things that are big. You're going to exchange gifts with big computers, TV sets, or whatever, nice electronics. And don't put your boxes. Even you're going out to go to grandma's house for Christmas Day, don't leave your boxes outside.
Yeah, I mean, break those up and put them in the recycling or the
take them to the dump.
Yeah,
it's free.
Not on Christmas Day.
No, but just keep them in your garage or in the backyard somewhere, and then take them after the fact. And it's free to drop off recyclable boxes. I do a lot at the dump.
Well, I mean, it's important, especially if you're going to be gone during the holidays, that somebody checks your house. I mean, you can go online and you can tell the mail to stop the mail.
Sure.
If you're getting a newspaper, tell them to stop the newspaper during those times. So all those things are really important to show that, using the timers that turn lights on and turn lights off to make it appear that there are people there. Don't telegraph that somebody's out of town during the holidays. It's really
not.
important.
And there are all sorts of electronic devices now that you can get for your houses, such as that one with you coming into in here, and it alerted us as you approached.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, there's a number of different cameras that you can buy that are very reasonable.
Yep.
And just to make sure that your home is safe.
And there's apps that you can get for those lights where, I mean, I could actually go right in here through my Alexa and turn my lights on and off.
Yes.
And so if I'm 150 miles away or whatever, I can, turn lights on and off
Throughout the house at
to make it
different
look
times
like,
of the
at
day and
different
night.
times of the day to make it look like I'm home.
So all of this stuff is really cool, and they really should offer some courses in it somewhere.
Well, the idea is just to make sure that people don't know that you're out of town, talking to your neighbors, telling us that you're going to, because what we'll do is we'll come by at least once or twice a shift to make sure everything looks okay. So all those things are important to make sure that you have a safe holiday.
Yeah. And I used to leave. I don't have one that works anymore, so I've got to buy another scanner, because all the frequencies have changed and their bands have changed, and I used to turn it on kind of loud. They couldn't tell what it was, but it was intermittent. It was obviously not a TV.
I'd leave a radio on something.
Yeah, but they can tell that you just got something like that on. But a scanner's so intermittent. So, and there's different voices.
I've got Alexa. I can talk through Alexa.
Alexa, call 910-333-0139. It's worked before.
Yeah. You'll be getting a call in a minute.
What else do people need to be aware of?
Well, I think just, the other thing that obviously that we've worked on for a long time is the mental health aspects of it, because typically during the holidays we have more domestic violence.
Yes.
And so, talking to people and making sure that they feel okay, asking them how their mental health is, is an important part of the holidays. Because we have more domestic violence, we have more suicides, we have more of those things that the holidays bring, and that with the lack of mental health services that we have, it's extremely important to make sure that we do have a healthy, physically and mentally healthy holidays. So making sure that if somebody is home alone, especially on Christmas Day, that we talk to them and make sure that everything is fine with them.
Yeah, that's up to the rest of us, friends, neighbors, relatives. If we know somebody's not going anywhere and they are alone, just call, either drive over and see them or call them.
And part of that, we talk about substance abuse, and I'm sure Kelly could give you a whole lecture about substance abuse, but DUIs go up, and part of that is they go to holiday parties. They don't realize they need in today's day with Lyft and Uber,
and taxis.
It's so easy to get a ride home and do that instead of drinking and driving. And again, part of that mental health piece is how much you drink and how much, sometimes on holidays things can escalate things. So trying to be sure that we're doing everything we can to make sure that we have a good, safe holiday and everybody remains healthy.
Now, we have a lot of military that will be on duty, that will be still here on post during the holidays, during the Christmas season. Not everybody can leave base at one time.
Yeah, that's true.
And these guys will go out looking quite often. It used to be. I'm sure they still do it. They'll be looking for a party or two party with someone or somewhere. And that's when a lot of drinking happens.
Well, that causes, that's when we come in and have to deal with a lot of that stuff. And what we want to do is be able to prevent it. So we work very well with the military and, discussing things with our counterparts on the base. They're very cooperative with us and making sure that, even on domestic violence, we have an agreement with them to help work some of these domestic violence cases to make sure that folks get the help that they need. So all those things are extremely important during the holidays because it is a time when we get together, and we want those encounters to be positive. We want them to be and not us have to deal with them.
Sure. Is the old bridge going to be closed again Saturday night?
It will be closed again Saturday night.
Yeah, I'd like to tell people about that because that's the greatest viewing point. And it's a new bridge, so it doesn't have to be, you won't have to worry about overcrowding it.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
So that's for the flotilla on Saturday.
And that's exciting too. And tree lighting will be that, and Winterfest all those activities. And again, the city's providing those activities to help celebrate, and it doesn't cost you anything to come. So
I love the
free
lights.
Is good.
I love the lights that they've got up already on the utility poles around.
Yeah.
I still would love to see strings of lights going across New Bridge Street one year, like they used to have. That was always fun to drive under the way they used to do things.
Well, down at the Linear Park, they have a lot of lights set up and a lot of different displays of lights, and it's very nice.
Where is this?
The Linear Park, we're downtown.
Okay.
And so it's not stringing them over the highway, but it is very, very nice, and it is a nice drive to drive that circle there and see what the parks
by the
folks have
Riverwalk.
done.
Yeah. I'm have to go check that out. I didn't know they
too.
did that.
And we used to get out and drive here and in Wilmington and look through different neighborhoods, find the people that you knew the whole neighborhood was going to be lit up, and that used to be a lot of fun too. So
I
just do
want
it
to see
safely.
neighborhood wars in terms of decorations. Lee and I were talking about trying to put together, maybe for next year, sponsoring, with prizes, because that gets communities involved, and it's, as long as it doesn't get like cutthroat, it's a lot of fun to
What's
see.
wrong with cutthroat?
Well, some people take it too, they get upset. We don't want that. We just want the competitiveness.
Well, the city has a contest.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
Yes.
they do have a contest. So,
But that's
Yep.
for individual homes, right?
yeah, it's for individual homes.
Yeah. The guy down the street from me wins quite a bit because he does his whole house like a gingerbread.
I'll work on putting something together this weekend.
I'm all about it.
Yeah. Kelly and I'll be judges.
I would love to be a judge. Yes.
I could get a 40-foot tower, put in my yard back here and decorate it.
You've already got a lot of things up your sleeve that you're planning, so we probably best not talk about it in front of the
What's
chief.
the noise ordinance like?
Well, we do have a noise ordinance.
I know.
It's based upon decibels and it's from property lines. And
So if I do like I have done in the past, put a PA system outside from dusk
Let's
until
talk
about
about
9
that later.
o'clock.
Oh, yeah, I think you can do it.
I used to play music, just Christmas music.
I do have a
Probably
question
better
though,
to stop.
and this is actually somebody asked me, and I told them I did not know, but I would find out the answer. And you'd be the one, they live in the city limits, so you would be the one to know. Is there an ordinance against someone having live animals in their front yard, like as a display, like they were trying to do like a whole? The way they described it, it seems very elaborate, but like, let's say donkeys and other things they're trying to make a Christmas theme. Not exactly sure what they were thinking, but to me, I don't think you can do this in the city. They wanted to
there is an avenue for that to happen.
Okay.
But it requires a little bit of background.
Okay.
So it depends on the animals.
Mhm.
It depends on how long they're going to be there. There's a lot of depend.
I will tell them because it seemed almost like a miniature petting zoo, in my opinion. When they told me, I'm like, I don't think you can do that in the city.
But you can have a jackass out there, 4-legged one.
No, I'm not going to say. Okay.
Right?
Well, yes.
Okay. Under certain conditions.
Yeah, under certain
Okay.
conditions. Yeah.
But they wanted like a lot of animals. We're talking like 20, 25. We're not,
becomes a
that's
zoo.
like, I
Yeah.
think that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think they could do that.
There's some requirements.
Okay.
there.
Well, I'm very thankful that you said that. Okay.
Okay. All right, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. And we should have Chris Miller calling in as well.
That's right.
You're live and local,
Any
Real
minute.
Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME, your Christmas classic station right here.
Hey, it's Rick Dees right here. Join me weekdays from 10 till 3 p.m. on your Daily Dees right here on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro reminds you to check your mailbox and find your quote on homeowners insurance. Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro goes the extra mile to make sure you're in good hands. Like you customize your home and windstorm coverage with their Write Your Own home policy. Yes, save even more when you bundle your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, and even your golf cart. Remember, if it rolls or floats, call Tammy for a quote. You and everything you own are in good hands with Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro. Call today, 910-326-5383. Tammy Fry Allstate, 638 West Corbett Avenue in the friendly city by the sea, Swansboro. Check your mailbox today for savings on your homeowner's insurance.
When you need comforting, who do you call? An old friend, right? Jacksonville Heating Contractors services the heating and cooling needs of our area with dependable quality train systems, guaranteeing indoor comfort for your home or business. In addition to quality train systems, Jacksonville Heating Contractors offers 24-hour emergency service, NATE certified technicians, and over 50 years of experience and service you can trust. And with a Jacksonville Heating Contractor service agreement, you never pay retail for heating or cooling services and receive priority scheduling. Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And in New Bern, you can call Trent Heating and Air Conditioning 252-633-2200. In Morehead City, Sea Air Heating and Cooling 252-247-1122. If you need service or repairs, just call an old friend. Jacksonville Heating Contractors, an independent train dealer. It's hard to stop a train. For deals on train systems and more, visit anoldfriend.com or call 910-347-2843.
Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Doctors Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry. Mohawk All Pet Protection and Warranty is the only carpet protection and warranty for all pets, all accidents, all the time. Because your pets are family members too. No matter how you live, we've got you covered. Off luxurious Smart Strand Forever Clean Carpet. Gorgeous, durable Solid-Tech luxury vinyl tile. Mohawk has the ultimate floor for every room in your home. It's suitable for all pets. For details, contact Watkins Floor Covering online at watkinsnewfloor.com. Watkins Floor Covering, thanking you for voting them the best of the best for 2022 in the flooring, covering, and carpet cleaning category. Watkins Floor Covering. They're more than just floors. It's custom showers, custom tubs, carpet cleaning, backsplashes, bathrooms, commercial, retail, and home flooring too. Watkins Floor Covering. Family owned and operated since 1997 with locations in Jacksonville and Surf City. Watkins Floor Covering. You stand on it, we stand behind it.
If you're looking for a great deal on a brand new Mitsubishi pre-owned car or truck, look no further than Bob Mills Mitsubishi, 2150 North Marine Boulevard. Because at Bob Mills Mitsubishi, they give it away and guarantee all their customers financing. At Bob Mills, there is no high pressure, no smoke and mirrors, or running back and forth to a sales manager. Buying a new Mitsubishi or quality pre-owned car or truck should be a fun experience. And that's what you'll have at Bob Mills Mitsubishi, 2150 North Marine Boulevard in Jacksonville, because they give it away.
It's live and local. Real Talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Good morning. We're back and on the phone with us right now. It's Miller time. Chris Miller joining us. Good morning, Chris. How are you?
I'm doing well, my friends. How are you doing this morning?
Oh, we're hanging in here. It's kind of chilly outside, I'm told.
It's cold.
Yeah, I just got back in from dropping the little one off to school, and yeah, where did all this where did all this cold weather come from?
Somewhere out west.
Yeah, we don't like it.
Came across the border, the North Carolina border.
Well, as long as it doesn't snow, then I think we'll be okay. Or if it wants to snow, maybe snow on a Friday night, and it can stay on a Saturday. But by Sunday, it needs to go away, and so we can all go to work, able to go to work, and the kids can be at school. So if it wants to snow, it needs to snow over the weekend this year.
Well, I need it to snow Christmas Eve, start snowing about 9 o'clock at night, wake up for it the next morning, take a look at it, and by 9 o'clock, we have a warm rain, wash it all away, and then it'd be 75 degrees. I'm good.
The 22nd of December, which is Friday, after the show, let it start snowing, be there for Christmas morning, and then melt.
Nah. We got any holiday sports stuff going to be happening? Tournaments or anything?
Yes, we do have the annual Oliver County Christmas tournament. It's an annual tournament that we have, high school boys basketball tournament that features all the county schools. So they get together, and each team plays 3 games during those 3 days. And this year's tournament is at White Oak High School. So the tournament will go December 27, 28, and 29. And it's always a big event here in Onslow County, brings all 8 county schools together and good basketball, so it should be a lot of fun.
Okay, well, that's good. And that's going to be right after Christmas?
Yes, sir. Right after Christmas. It's always been a couple days after Christmas, but before the New Year. So, 27, 28, and 29, White Oak High School, and there's going to be 4 games every day. So, like I said, every team will play. Even if you lose, you play some consolation games and loser bracket games, that type of thing. So it's always, like I said, it's always a big event, and for a lot of the players and fans and coaches are looking forward to it this year.
So for all those folks out there to say, I've got nothing to do after Christmas, they got something they can do, right?
Plenty of sports.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And, they're, the security measures at a lot of these sporting events are top notch. The schools and the law enforcement have done a great job of making sure that everybody's staying safe, and so it should be a great thing to bring kids to, and just a lot of fun, and and I did want to give kudos again to local law enforcement and the school system for implementing those metal detectors at various different sporting events. I know it's a little bit of a pain, having to go through, but if we need to wait an extra few minutes to get into the gym to make sure that nobody's bringing any stuff that they don't need to be bringing in, I mean, that's what it's all about. Let's go out there and support the kids and the high school young ladies and young men, root them on, and not worry about any inappropriate stuff going on.
Well, they take good care of me when I go through those metal detectors because I can't get through one now naked. So it's they have to use the wand on me anyway. So,
Don't start.
that's for the replacement knee.
I know. Maybe you should have said that.
Hey, Chris, thank you.
Yeah, we'll leave it on a high note.
There you go. All right,
Thanks,
appreciate it, Chris.
See you next week.
See you next week. Let's take a quick break. You're live and local Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME, your Christmas classic station.
The best deal for the grill is at Jones LP Gas and Oil Company each Friday. Every Friday from 8 a.m. till closing at 5, Jones LP Gas and Oil Company will fill your 20-pound LP gas grill cylinder for only $11. You heard that right. Each Friday till closing, you can have your 20-pound LP gas cylinder filled for only $11 at Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 Wilmington Highway in heart of Verona. In addition to saving money on your LP gas for the grill, Jones Gas and Oil is your full-service gas and oil company serving residential, commercial, and agricultural gas and oil needs, as well as gas appliances, LP replacement, parts, fill cylinders, and tankless water heaters, and they offer a 10% military discount on installation. Remember to get that cylinder filled every Friday until closing for only $11. Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 the Old Wilmington Highway, Verona. Phone 910-346-6384.
Hurricane season is here, and if you're not prepared, now's the time to visit Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Moorhead Plaza in Moorhead City. Whether for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer, Williams Hardware has the tools and accessories to help protect against high winds and water. Williams Hardware carries power tools and equipment, chains and fasteners, plumbing and electrical supplies. Williams Hardware, your helpful handy hardware store, also cuts glass to size and cuts and threads pipe. When the chores are done and the cleanup is finished, light up that Wilmington grill for Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Moorhead Plaza in Moorhead City. Williams Hardware is open Monday through Saturday from 7:30 till 6 p.m. and Sundays for your convenience, noon till 5. Phone Williams Hardware, 252-726-7158, and be prepared this hurricane season.
Mills International, your authorized Cub Cadet independent dealer, 801 South Queen Street, Kinston, has the right Cub Cadet mower and accessories to handle any lawn, as well as expert advice, great selection, and support to find the right Cub Cadet mower for you. Cub Cadet is designed for those that love to lawn, featuring the all-new Ultima Series, forged for strength, durability, and comfort. See the full line of the Cub Cadet Ultima Series and zero-turn mowers at your local independent Cub Cadet dealer. Mills International, 801 South Queen Street, Kinston. Wishing you a safe and happy holiday season.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
Great Gas and Oil Company. And of course, Wismart and Chappie's Chicken, located at 4111 Gum Branch Road, right here in Jacksonville. And 633 Sandridge Road, Hubert, has all you need when it comes to convenience for gas, cold beverages, and a great selection for quick pickup essentials. Enjoy fresh, not frozen, delicious meals at Chappie's Chicken, located inside Wismart, 4111 Gum Branch Road and 633 Sandridge Road, Hubert. So if you're in a hurry, get it all. Gas, ice cold beverages, convenience store items, and delicious, fresh, not frozen, Chappie's Chicken at Wismart, 4111 Gum Branch Road, Jacksonville, and 633 Sandridge Road, Hubert.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
And we are back and still in the studio with us, Chief Mike Yanero. And Chief, any other safety precautions that we haven't discussed yet?
Well, we were just talking about people leaving their purse in shopping carts, but I think it's even more, it's larger than that. It's being aware of your surroundings and making sure that you're taking care of your property. You know, I mean, it's very easy if your purse is in a shopping cart and you turn around and you leave it for a second for them to take your phone, your wallet.
I can lift them in a matter of seconds.
And so
literally.
And so, well, you know, especially when we're talking about crime and criminals, the most important thing is just to be aware of your surroundings. Make sure that you're paying attention. And with phones, with smartphones and things like that, you know, people have a tendency to be answering emails and answering texts and not paying attention to where they're walking, not paying attention to things around them. And sometimes that in itself can be very, very dangerous. I mean, we talk about people in cars doing that, but it also is if you're in a parking lot and you're walking to your car and you're not paying attention to those things around you, then, you know, the traffic, everything else.
Yeah. Have you seen any of the software that you can get, that people are getting and crooks are getting it, and they'll walk by somebody close to them and it will download all of their contact information, everything like that?
Well, I mean, you know, we've had a lot of different electronic things over the last number of years, you know, the things with the banks, and again, part of it is making sure that you're paying attention to your surroundings, making sure that you're paying attention to things that just don't look right. And if you see something, say something.
Absolutely.
I mean, we say that all the time, but that's probably the most important thing.
If you're in a shopping center and you're just getting there and you're looking through your list, checking it twice, whatever, and you see this one guy start walking down the rows and he's checking every door, please call 911. They'll have somebody on him in just a second.
I mean, with our holiday task force, I mean, we're in all the major shopping centers. And so, you know, please call us so that we can make sure that they're not ruining somebody's holiday.
The not being aware, I just can't, I don't do it. I don't even use my cell phone when I'm in the store unless somebody calls me for some reason. I won't even answer it if I'm in the shopping line because I can get distracted. Right. I don't want to be distracted by that little device.
And that's part of the problem. I mean, we talk about holiday shopping. We talk about holiday traffic. It's people being distracted by those things. They just walk out in traffic because they're looking at their cell phone and not paying attention to the traffic, or they're not paying attention to their children. You know, all those things are extremely important when we talk about making sure that we have a safe holiday.
Okay. Well, Chief,
real quick, I just wanted to let the chief know that we had a listener that posted on the page. You and your department, Chief Yanero, do a great job. Lots of areas to cover. Kudos to your LEOs team.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that.
Yeah. Come a long way, baby. I can tell you that.
Yes.
From way back when there were one unmarked car, the chief had an unmarked car, and 2 patrol cars.
Well, in this next year, we're buying 2 pieces of equipment. that will one will be rapid DNA machine.
Oh, yeah.
And the other one will be both of them are in partnership with the sheriff's office. The other one will be a NIBIN machine, which will look at shell casings and enter them into the ATF's database.
That will be good.
And so we're excited about that coming this year to help us move the department forward.
Do you see a time, a little off topic here, but we got just a second. Do you see a time when maybe every manufactured firearm will be required to fire, which they do anyway, and send the shell casing to ATF?
You know, when you buy a gun now,
Yep.
it comes with a shell casing
It
that you
does.
can enter into the system.
Yep.
And so a lot of agencies are encouraging people to enter those into the system.
Oh, really?
Because if your gun gets stolen, then we already have it. And take that shell casing and take it out. Even if you don't do that, take that shell casing out of the box and put it away from the box, away from the gun. So if your gun gets stolen, you give it to the officer and say, "This is the shell casing."
Mm-hmm.
And if that gun is used for any purpose, then at least we know.
Yeah, and it won't be on you that way too. It has the gun on it. But even if you've got guns and they're so old that they don't have a shell casing with them, you can create one.
Right.
Go to the range, pull the trigger, keep the casing.
Yeah,
that's true. That's very
and then
true.
if something happens to that gun, give the officer the casing.
Absolutely.
Mm.
So I like that's
like
good.
that. Yeah,
That's good.
good advice.
Well, I got to go do a lot of shooting now.
Yeah.
We need to go practice.
I know we
It's
certainly
been a
do.
while for me.
Well, Chief, thank you. Have a Merry Christmas.
You too.
And I'm sure we'll be seeing you somewhere around the area, some of the events. Tomorrow coming up, we've got Salvation Army. They're going to come in here. We had something scheduled for a week ago, but something happened to the power, and it wasn't us.
No, it was Duke.
Yeah, it was Duke
Tomorrow,
Energy.
after the salvation, we have Sergeant Vanessa Smith
Yep.
with the Jacksonville Police Department.
Yes.
And she'll be in here.
Safety office.
Well, right. I'm used to saying Jacksonville.
That's
Anyway,
okay.
she'll be in, and a little bit. We're going to do some more discussion on holiday safety.
Yeah,
We like Vanessa.
I've got some questions to ask her about her
She's
husband
really
too.
cool.
Okay. Oh,
Oh, Lord, yes.
we're gonna screen your stuff.
You're live and local, Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME, your Christmas classic station. Stay tuned right now for Fox News. And then coming up at 10 o'clock, we've got another dose of the Daily D's with Rick. And then at 3 o'clock this afternoon, Rick will hand it off to Hollywood, the man, right here. We'll see you in the morning.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CK, Jacksonville.